What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another 7 o'clock premiere. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, this is crazy. Remember the story we did earlier this year out of Poniac, Michigan, about this woman right here, Kelly Marie Bryant, age 34? You guys remember that picture? This is the Poniac mom that abandoned her kids for years in deplorable conditions in a house that was up for not repossession, eviction. This woman abandoned her children, and their ages were a 15-year-old boy, 3 children, a 15-year-old boy, and his 2 sisters, ages 12 and 13. They were wearing soiled clothes, living in a vile condition. You guys remember that? Their toenails were so long they couldn't even walk. They were in 4 feet of trash, and the place was in the toilet, in the bathroom, and the tub was overflowing with feces. And this is how these children lived. Well, guess what? There's another Poniac mom that just surfaced out of the dirt, like the ghoul that she is. Boom, this one right here. This woman here, she recently got arrested for neglect as well. Her name is, and I gotta get this right, Teremos Tremise Johnson. Teremos Johnson, 31 years old. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman also had a dirty ass shitty house. She had children in her house. Oldest one is 12 years old, a little girl. They also said it was a 9-year-old, and I think they said it was another child in there as well. This chick left her kids and was in another part of the state, chilling. Left them like she was a rabbit mother, like a rabbit. Rabbits do that. They leave their young, hide them, and then leave them, and then come back days later. Shit is crazy, man. Take a look at this story. She wilded out in court. She got a hell of a nerve.
And our other top story tonight at 5, for the second time in less than a year, a Poniac mother has been charged in a horrifying case of child abuse. This is a completely different case than the one we've covered from February of this year.
31-year-old Terry Johnson is charged with leaving her 3 children unattended in an apartment that didn't have working plumbing. Let's get out to Pamela Osborne live tonight. Pam, the sheriff's office calling this heartbreaking.
Absolutely, Kimberly and Ty. There was a 12-year-old girl. She was living in one of those apartments there. She was home alone with her 2 younger siblings. She had actually reached out fearing that there had been some sort of break-in in the apartment. When those sheriff's deputies got here, they discovered something far worse.
It's just disturbing and disgusting on every level.
We can't even show you some of the evidence photos taken at this apartment on South Francis and Chandler Street in Poniac. Oakland County Sheriff Michael Bouchard says deputies who were called here Friday discovered 3 children, ages 12 and 9, alone and in desperate need of help.
They looked in the door and they could see the deplorable conditions these kids were in.
It's hard to imagine 3 kids left alone in this with 3 cats, rotten food, no working plumbing, and feces everywhere. This is their mother, 31-year-old Terry Tremise Johnson. The children told deputies they hadn't seen her since the day before.
Apparently it was not unusual for her to leave, sometimes for days at a time.
When they made contact with her, she was in Ann Arbor. She showed up 3 hours later and was taken into custody. Neighbors were shocked.
I feel like they should just keep her in there, don't give her a bond out, because that's terrible how you treat them kids, leaving them there. Who knows for how long and something could have happened, and
As it turns out, bond was denied Wednesday after Johnson threw her chair and cussed at the magistrate.
Apparently she didn't like the proceedings. She didn't like being held accountable. She didn't like the bond amount. And so she started to, have an outburst, try to throw a chair. And the magistrate didn't take well to that and removed her bond.
And if there is any bit of good news here, it's that these children have been placed with relatives. Their emotional needs are being addressed as a result of this. As for that mother, she is facing 3 felony child abuse charges. We're live in Poniac tonight. I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
Absolutely heartbreaking.
Very disturbing case out of Poniac, a 31-year-old woman facing charges after her 3 kids were found living in filth. This is another shocking case of alleged abuse and neglect in the same city where another mother is accused of abandoning her children for years. The smell of this dumpster in Poniac, where 3 kids used to live, now allegedly abandoned by their mother, is disgusting. Look at these pictures. You saw the pictures. I mean, what's going through your mind when you see that?
I didn't know they was living in those conditions. I mean, I didn't know. I don't know.
According to the Oakland County Sheriff, 31-year-old Teromas Tremise Johnson had left her 3 children alone in this apartment seemingly for days. A 12-year-old girl and 2 9-year-old boys lived in deplorable conditions: rotten food, human and animal feces, no plumbing, and clogged sinks. And even though the children were enrolled in school, their attendance was poor.
They were good kids, good kids, good kids.
Briasha Wilson lives near the deplorable apartment, but says the kids just wanted to play.
They want to do something, it's like they weren't getting no attention. They was out all night, running up and down the street all night long. I never knew that's what they was going through indoors. You never know what a person's going through.
And Johnson is now facing multiple charges for child abuse, and she's currently on probation after being convicted of retail fraud and running from the cops with their kids in the car in Rochester Hills. Now, when Johnson was in court for her arraignment, she was given a bond. But after she threw a chair and swore at the judge, her bond was denied.
Fucking trifling. Absolutely trifling. You know what, man? I was going to stop doing it, but I'm doing it. Take my hat off for a second for this one. Drop that juggernaut beat. Now, I told you before, juggernaut real, juggernaut dangerous. Juggernaut is all over, and juggernaut dirty as hell. Species name. Juggernautus, dwelling in filthis, the trifling kind. When in doubt, her babies and pets will shit about. Who does this? This is a reverse of the other woman, Kelly Marie Bryant. You remember her? She had an older son and 2 younger daughters. This woman got an older daughter and 2 younger sons. They both 9 years old, so I guess they twins. If you think about that, let that set in for a second. You had 3 children in a house and you would just leave and go to another part of the state and hang out, another city, while your children ran the street with reckless abandon at night, escaping the funk of 40,000 years in a dirty fucking house that you created. You created. Then you get mad because the bail is $250,000 cash bond. You get mad because you ain't got that kind of money. So you act the fool and throw the chair like you got convicted in the movie Dead Presidents at the end. You got a hell of a nerve. You're living in that shit that you created and you got your children living in it too. You cared nothing about them children. That's the thing out here. There are a lot of dirty ass dudes that I talk about, but they're damn sure a lot of dirty ass females. And ladies, you know what I'm talking about because y'all tell me all the damn time to keep it real. And I am. This woman ain't shit. And you know what's messed up? She's only irate and angry because all her dirty laundry and dirty background got exposed. Says she was on probation for retail theft and running from the police with her goddamn kids in the car. Feral woman. Feral children. Feral animals in the house. Living in nasty landfill conditions. You put your children in a trash dump. It don't cost shit to clean up that mess. They went over there and gutted the damn house. Gutted the house. You paid your rent, but you didn't pay attention to those that needed you most, your own goddamn children, so that be the fucking penalty. You and the other Poniac mom. Both of y'all piss poor, ain't shit, and need bones kicked out your fucking ass. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. It's bad enough living in a dirty ass house when you able-bodied and can take care of yourself. Now, a lot of old people be in that position, but damn, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes with the age, they get a pass. You don't. You don't. You had 3 children living in a house with trash, pet shit, and people shit all around them. Said they was good kids, but you treated them real bad. See, I'm gonna tell you something. The inside of somebody is a reflection of how their house look a lot of times. If you're disorganized and distressed, a lot of times your house is junky and disorganized and distressed. You know what I'm saying? If you're a careless person, sometimes your house look like that. If you're a piece of shit, sometimes your house is a piece of shit. Exhibit A right the fuck there. Who does this? Nowadays, man, it don't cost nothing for cleaning supplies. You stole them clothes, but you ain't steal no mops. You ain't steal no trash bags. Ain't steal no food. And you damn sure didn't steal a broom and dustpan. You need your ass beat cause of that. What the fuck is going on out here, man? For real. For real. We got one mom in February was running around here, occasionally dropping off food. The house stinks so bad she won't go in it. She'll knock on the door like she DoorDash, leave the food there like she's Santa Claus, and duck out. Had a boyfriend. You believe that shit? Guarantee you she did too. You was in another place. You wasn't hanging with the homegirls. You was chasing dick. Let's keep it the fuck real. You didn't have them children out of love. You had them out of necessity because they was inside you and you ain't gonna get an abortion. You pushed these babies out in the world and put them in a position to live in squalor and hard conditions. Whose fault is that? Huh? Whose fault is that? I'm telling you, they need to change the laws. Children are the future. Children are important. And fucking show it. Show the shit. This is disgusting. Somebody's mom. In word only. Not in heart, and damn sure not in mind. It's a damn shame them kids went through that. I just told a story 2 weeks ago on a plane. I almost died because the motherfucker's breath stink. It made me get sick, like I had food poisoning. I ain't never heard of that or experienced that. I don't know if it's because I'm getting old or I'm getting weaker. I don't know what the fuck. I almost died. Almost died, y'all. Now imagine living in a house that smells like a fucking unkept zoo permanently. They probably didn't even smell it no more. These kids are in the custody of family, they said. You know how much training they're going to have to go through? Psychological and all kind of stuff, socially and all this type of stuff. They've been living recklessly for a long time without any type of rules or hygiene. It's going to be hard to get that out of them. But nobody thinks about that. She caused more harm than good psychologically in addition to physically. And that's the part that's sad. Them children didn't ask to be here. They didn't deserve to go through that, and they damn sure didn't ask you to be their fucking piss poor mom. I'm slobbing. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. If somebody see her Instagram, send it to me in my email in the description box. I'm gonna see how she act. She probably was the baddest bitch on there. Give me a fucking break.